Today I have my tractor out in the field. We're a long ways from home, and after this field is done, we're moving even further away. I do not have time to drive all the way home and back, considering that we have rain on the horizon. So tonight, I'm going to be camping in a cornfield. You ready? You know how much we love camping, but recently we've just been so busy we have not had a chance to. So we're up in the attic, and I think I found what we're looking for. A little dusty, but should have everything we need. 6-person instant cabin tent. There's just 2 of us, so we should have plenty of room to spread out. Got it? Okay, don't fall. I think we're also gonna need this right here. Little camp stove. Whew. I don't know if this is proper ladder etiquette here. Maintaining like 1 point of contact at all time. I got the rest of our supplies. I think we're ready to head out to the tractor.
How are we gonna fit all this in the cab?
I have not figured that out yet. This right here is what we're getting rid of. Cultivator will come through, slice, and overturn, ripping all of these out by the roots.
And we can do this a lot cheaper. So the neighbor is actually having his field sprayed, but we can just do it with a tractor.
Look at this, Grant.
Oh, we missed that.
Where these weeds are coming from?
We missed it.
This right here. Harvest is very important for several reasons. It's the culmination of our entire year, so you want to do your best to obviously get all the grain through the combine, in the truck, and then sold to market. But it's not just important because of the money. If we lose crops on the ground, it creates more problems for us next year, and we're paying for that now. We're going for the least amount of weeds possible in our fields, but also the least amount of chemical use. We don't really want to be spraying our fields any more than we have to. We also don't own a sprayer, which means we have to hire someone else to spray our fields for us, meaning it is even more expensive. We own a tractor and a cultivator. So this is something that we can do by ourselves. It doesn't use any chemicals, and it's cheaper. Well, this might be a first. Packing my tent to get into the tractor. I hope there's room for it.
Did we have to use a 6-person tent?
Well, this is all we had. You know I like to spread out a little bit. Okay, that's not so bad. I can still see all my screens. I think we can do this.
Oh, we got a raindrop. Hopefully that doesn't interfere with our camping plans. That's not good. Well, we better get to work.
We better get to work. The tent blocks the view just a little bit, but all in all, it's not bad. Luckily, our tractor is even equipped with a refrigerator, so we're able to carry all of our food for the day. Drinks, enough to stay hydrated, and then some dinner to put on the grill later tonight, provided we're not rained out. Watching in between these wheel wells super closely because I do not want to run over any corn. Just plugging right along. Have about a half tank of fuel and DEF. That should be plenty to get me through the day. This tractor only has 579.6 hours on it. Each row unit attached to the bar is equipped with a set of springs, so they move independently of each other. Bar sits rigid, but the row units have a little bit of play to them. I can control the depth by moving the 3-point. The rear hitch here, I have it set at about 28%, but also by adjusting that top link. That's that cylinder right here, and that's how I can pitch the bar forwards and back. It looks kind of complicated, but all in all, this is a very simple operation. Getting to the end of the pass, I use this throttle to slow down and pick up with one of my fingers so I don't run over any corn. Now I'm in the end rows. As you can see, it's a lot drier over here. I take over for the auto steer and turn the wheel as hard as it can go. I'm waiting for my auto steer line to line up on that second monitor there. I'm just gonna speed up just a tad bit. I'm looking down the rows. You can see where I've been and where I haven't been. That's my auto steer, and it locks in on this screen right here. And I'm all lined up. Then as soon as I'm out of these end rows here, press my 3-point down and get back to work. If you rode with me for just a couple rounds, don't worry. Right here, I would teach you how to do this, and I bet you'd pick it up in no time. When I am driving on the end rows for long periods of time, they're planted the opposite direction that the main field rows are. I just keep that little silver tip on the end of the hood, my little hood ornament, aligned with the middle of the row so I don't run over any more corn than necessary. That is why we went to all the trouble of taking our front duals off, so that's 2 less tires running over corn. Ultimately, when turning around though, it is inevitable. We just run over some corn, but it's worth it. Those plants are sacrificing their lives for the greater good of the whole field health, keeping weeds out. The fertilizer tip tanks are still out in this field from when we fertilized a couple weeks ago. This pivot is slowly but surely moving from this west side of the field over to the east side of the field so we can cultivate under it. Looks like there in the distance there's another tractor working, probably doing the exact same job. If anyone drives by, I wonder what they'll think this thing in the cab is with me. It has been a long time since I have been camping in a tent. Grant and I love camping, and the last time we went together was last summer. It rained like 4 inches, and we woke up, hooked the camper up, and took off to South Dakota. The last time I was tent camping, if my memory serves me correctly, is when Grant and I got engaged in South Dakota. And this is the tent we were camping in. That was over 5 years ago. Can you believe that? Grant proposed to me at the most beautiful spot in the Black Hills while we were on a dirt biking trip, and I have such great memories. So I am excited to hopefully relive those tonight. Getting out of the cab to stretch my legs a little bit, and I thought I'd show you what we're actually doing. Right here, this is the end result. Beautiful hilled spots right up by the base of the corn, getting rid of any weeds, making sure that these green things have the best life possible. Spend a lot of time and effort and money to do that. But you know what? That reminds me, it's probably about time I take care of myself with some other little green things. Just like we give these plants everything they need to thrive, not just survive, I like to do the same with myself. With groons. I've been incorporating groons into my regular routine for the last 6 months. You can even see the remnants on the floor of the tractor cab. Evidence. Groons are a convenient, comprehensive formula packed into 8 gummies a day. This isn't a multivitamin or a greens gummy. It's all of those things plus more packed into one convenient package. A fraction of the price, plus they actually taste good. How can you beat that? There is 8 gummies in a pack because you simply can't pack all of this goodness into just one gummy. Plus, as a bonus, what a fun little treat you get to reward yourself with every day. They do taste really good. These are very low sugar, but Groons do offer a sugar-free version. They are HSA and FSA eligible for reimbursement. Not every supplement, vitamin, or mix actually doses your vitamins and minerals correctly. If you look at the nutrition label for Groons, they have the vitamins at 100% of your daily dose and minerals at 25%. Safe and effective. Groons has a special offer just for you guys. All you need to do is click the link in the description and you can get up to 52% off your order. Think of me, the corn plants, and your health when you stay green with Groons. These packs are perfect for people who are always on the go, on the road or in the field. I seem to have collected a bit of a pile. Let's go check it out. First, let's lift up. Oh my goodness gracious. Now, how did this happen? Look at this. So this right here, the corn plants are supposed to be planted over here, but it looks like the planter just fell off the row. So we have a guess row here. As you can see, it is much wider than the rows next to it. And it looks like we just started collecting all the trash from this row right here. The combine must have gotten plugged, leaving behind these long strands that get caught and collect the rest. Man, harvest mistakes. You pay for them for the rest of the year. I will say, it is a beautiful day outside of the cab though. Looks like the corn over there experienced just a little bit of cultivator blight. That would be an old farmer thing. Cultivator blight is not a disease. Just means I accidentally ran over some corn. Oops. Can you see that lighter green corn there compared to this dark green stuff right here? That stuff is the beginning of our dry land corners. So that is not under the pivot. It is planted at a lower population and usually doesn't even do half as well as the stuff in the fields. Unless, of course, we actually get rain, which, fingers crossed. I try to stay plenty hydrated while I'm in the cab all day, because even though I'm in the AC and I have a roof over me, I'm still getting sunshine from all angles, and I just like to, stay hydrated, drink plenty of water. But that means that I regularly have to use the restroom, and there's not exactly a porta potty sitting at the edge of the field. And as we've already established, I cannot go home, which means I think I'm going to be making a pit stop in that tree line over there very soon. And you know what? It's a good excuse to get out of the cab, feel the weather, stretch my legs a little bit, and check everything over. I want to make sure we're not missing any bolts or anything. Definitely smells like fresh turned dirt out here, but it also smells like corn. Yep, definitely corn. Pretty soon, our little ears are gonna be growing out of this. Doesn't taste like corn yet. We moved fields. The sun is about 6 fingers from the horizon. I don't know what that means time-wise, but the sun's starting to go down. And over the course of the day, I have consumed a certain amount of snacks, will be unnamed, and a certain amount of drinks, just finishing up a Celsius, even though the evening is winding down, and have developed 2 pimples. I don't know how that's possible, but we are still out here. I'm getting hungry. What we really need to do is determine how long are we going to go before we stop. Not because we're tired of being out here or the job is done, but because we need enough daylight to set up our tent. It's been a while since I've set up this tent, and we also still need to build a fire and cook ourselves dinner. Let's ponder these things together, shall we? This might sound crazy, but I actually think that the corn has gotten taller since we've been out here today. Maybe I'm going crazy. I've just been staring at corn since I woke up this morning. I think it's growing. The sun is behind a cloud now, so I can no longer do, 3 fingers above the horizon. Anybody know what time that is? Die, weeds, die. Did it get them? Pretty good. Oh, that is not good. Look, dark blue clouds in the sky. We're supposed to camp tonight. Oh yeah, that. How did that happen? I'm going along on an auto steer line. That's it, just kicking off right there. If something messed up with the planter? That is cultivator blight right there. Ugh. It's a good thing I know how to just manually drive a tractor. So I'm driving down and it says my line is 10 inches off. That would definitely explain it. Looks like we're doing things manually for a little while. Computers are excellent, but there is very much still human error involved. So I have to stay vigilant. Well alert. Do you think cultivator neck is a thing? So I've just been turned around looking like this most of today. And I'm realizing that's probably where a lot of my neck and back pain come from. I cannot imagine trying to do this without auto steer. I have so much respect for people who farmed on a cabless tractor with no auto steer. How? How? Calling her in the field, headed to the tree line. We are losing daylight quickly. It has been a very long time since I have set up a tent. So I'm going to start constructing that. Grant is going to start building a fire.
I'm on fire duty. I love building fires.
We'll see how this goes.
We may have a new hole in the tent.
Uh-oh.
This might have sat in the bag for a few too many years.
Like the hole just appeared?
Forcefully appeared.
If you put a hole in the tent.
Let's rotate the tent. Okay. Oh man, that was the easiest tent setup ever.
Okay. Oh my goodness, there's goodies in here.
Goodies from the last camping trip.
Yeah, I don't even know when. I just can't believe a mouse hasn't gotten in here. I found a patch for our hole.
Oh, nice. That's convenient. By the looks of the skies, we should probably put the rain fly up.
Definitely.
Got some paper towels from the cab here. There's all these corn husks that blew off the field from last fall. They're pretty good. Look, we got fire.
That looks great. Has anyone ever successfully put a rain fly on by themselves? This feels impossible. That fire smells good.
Building it on wet grass does not work very good.
Did you see that lightning bug, Grant?
A lightning bug? That's probably the first of the year.
Right. Rain fly is on.
Hopefully we don't need it.
Gotta keep bugs out of the tent. Ah, check this out. Okay. Okay. Just need to position the chair out of the smoke.
I think my wood's a little wet.
Have you gotten some corn stalks from the field? Is that what you've been gathering?
Yeah, out of the grass there.
I want
More proper kindling.
to set my hair on fire.
Wow.
How'd that go?
I think you keep doing that.
Master fire builder.
Some of these are wet. You gotta get one on top.
And don't touch the fire.
Is that lightning? Oh no.
I think that was bigger than a lightning bug, Grant.
Stick with the plan.
Let's stay the course. You read my mind. What's the saying? Adapt and overcome? We got the rain fly, and we have a fire. That's what you need to survive in the wild, right? What could go wrong?
I guess we got the hot dogs in the cooler in the cab.
We got the hot dogs. And I've got a surprise. A can of beans.
All right, now we're getting something.
Has the wood caught yet?
I think it has. Yeah, let me see that.
Sorry. It's good. I try and put them in the middle a little bit, like stick them in. Last year's harvest is providing in more ways than one.
There we go.
Is it ripping?
I don't know about ripping, but
We're getting somewhere. If it doesn't, I've got some paper towels in the cab that might catch.
yeah, that's what I use to start it. You get this good and hot so we can cook hot dogs over the coals.
That's what I'm thinking. And that can of beans, maybe we should start those now.
You find a way to open it or it'll turn into a bomb.
Do cans explode in fires?
Yes. You bring a blanket for the tractor?
I did. Recover from the tent.
Okay.
Good night, surprise tractor. It's been a long day's work.
This fire's keeping the bugs away.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. What do you think about one other log on that side there?
I was thinking over here. Let's put two on.
Whew. I'm gonna do this kind of smallish one on the other side here. Were you in the Boy Scouts?
Nope. We didn't have Boy Scouts around here. Just let it cook down a little bit, and then we can put our hot.
Perfect. This lightning storm is crazy. Video does not do it justice.
I think the beans are done.
They look soup. Is that good?
Good.
Oh my!
Oh, there's grass. Scoop the top out. Scoop the top out. Let's go. Hurry! Oh man, we got nothing. Alright, you put that down. Fire out.
Okay.
Okay, maybe we should just go home.
We probably should have made sure that the tent had stakes or checked the weather. But you know what? Either way, my darn sleeping bag is in this tent, and I'm gonna give it the old college try.
Are we gonna hold out?
I have faith.
Are you sure? Maybe we should pack it up and go home.
I don't think I can move.
You've got yourself a sail. What have we gotten ourselves into?
I don't know.
Are you okay?
This is Laura Farms reporting to you live from the farm/field. It is pouring rain, but we're gonna stick it out. I'm here for the long haul.
No, we're not. We're taking the tractor home.
This is a disaster.
Okay, well, we'll check back with you guys in the morning. This is going terribly.
Good morning, everybody. What a storm last night. We managed to get the tractor parked inside, and now we are just surveying the aftermath. Where did that wind come from? Oh my goodness. I checked the rain gauge. We ended up with 3 whole inches of rain last night, which is just unbelievable. So we're settling in for a day in the shop instead of out in the field. What a ride. I'm sorry that we didn't get to actually camp, but I guess this means we're just going to have to try again next time. And who knows, maybe camping is just the way to make it rain around here. I feel like that's how camping trips always go though, right? Like you get all your stuff set up and that's the one time that it rains. I mean, what in the world? Anyways, we're so thankful to have you along on the adventure with us because my goodness, you just never know what is going to happen around here. So thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.